What we're going to do today is knit the middle part of our coffee cozy. Now this is just going to be done in stockinette. When you knit in the round, stockinette is just knitting every single round. I'm going to use a different color so that you can see what I'm doing. And I cut off the pink yarn that was the cuff, and I'm adding in this pretty blue. And what I do when I start a new color is I just hold it right along with the color I was using, and I knit normally 2 stitches with them both together. Then I drop off the old color out of my way, off my working yarn. And then I just work with the new color only. Now you've had 1 day of practice of this. It's not a lot of time. The one thing I do want to ask you is just to be patient with yourself. Whenever you learn something new, it just takes a bit of time to get used to it. You kind of make muscle memory in your body, where it becomes second nature, but that takes a while. So it takes some hours of practice. So that's why these coffee cozies are going to come in kind of handy. Give us some muscle memory, give us some practice. So, just like yesterday, we've knit half the stitches on one needle. Now we're going to flip. And it may be a little less confusing today because you can see which stitches you have knit and which you haven't. So we can take that back needle out of the way. And get our working needle prepared. Bring our working yarn up in between the needle tips like we learned yesterday. And start on the second half of round 1. So if your cast on cuff gave you problems and you didn't get it the way you wanted yesterday, you can always take it off and start over again today. It really doesn't hurt to do it over and over again. In fact, it's good. The more experience you have doing it, the easier it's going to be. So we've knit 1 complete round. We'll just continue. I'm going to bring that tail end down through the middle so it doesn't confuse me. And all of those can just stay out of my way. As a matter of fact, I may tie them in a nice big slip knot, so they're not something I want to grab every single time. So when you're knitting on 2 circs and you start getting a little more comfortable and you get faster, it's so easy to pick up the wrong needle to knit with. And I'll show you what happens. Oops. Both sides on 1 needle. So no big deal. All we do is turn, and when it's time to knit the other side, just take that free needle and knit it back onto the second circular needle. No harm done. Continue knitting every round for about 3 more inches, or 3 inches total in the body, 4 inches total including the cuff, for the body of your coffee cozy. And we'll get together again tomorrow to do the cuff on the other side. Great job! keep practicing.